Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We begin tonight with a tentative agreement between graduate workers and the University of Michigan. It comes just 6 days before the start of the new school year. Good to have you with us for Local 4 News at 5. I'm Devin Skillian.
Good evening. I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill tonight. Now, if approved, the tentative agreement will end a strike that's lasted 146 days from March through the summer break. The agreement includes a 20% pay increase over 3 years. Will Jones live on this story for us tonight. So, Will, at one point the school was threatening to replace them.
Karen and Devin, this has not been an easy process. Both sides are happy that the strike could be officially over as soon as this Friday. Union members are voting on the new contract right now. Excitement is building on U of M's campus for the start of a new school year.
You know, it's definitely in a different place, different environments, a whole lot of opportunities to do a whole lot of new stuff.
I'm just looking forward to getting my classes started, getting my research assistantship started.
And a strike involving graduate student instructors that started last school year is expected to be over before students return to the classroom this fall. The university and the Graduate Employees Organization announcing a tentative agreement this morning. It includes wage increases, new harassment protections for all grad students, new benefits for parents, international students, and transgender workers.
That, this whole fight has been about winning a University of Michigan that's for everybody. We want this university to be a place where anyone can come and thrive as a grad student. And I think this contract gets us a lot closer to that vision.
GEO represents 2,300 graduate student instructors at the University of Michigan Ann Arbor and Dearborn campuses. This is the longest strike in the union's history.
We stood strong, we stood unified and had a lot of solidarity, and that allowed us to pull through and get this huge victory.
University officials are pleased that an agreement has been reached, and they're looking forward to union members ratifying the new contract. Karen, again, a decision could come as soon as Friday.
Always about timing, right, Will? So the tentative agreement comes just days before the new school year. I assume that had to obviously come into play.
Very good timing, but union officials say their goal was to get the best contract for their members, and that happened to come right before the fall term starts. Karen?
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Will.
Southfield police have arrested someone driving a stolen car after a lengthy chase down the lodge. Sky 4 over the scene around 11:30 after the chase came to an end near Phillip Drive, which is in Southfield. Police say the suspect's vehicle was taken in a carjacking in Detroit last Friday. The pursuit ended in a crash. The suspect fled on foot, but later found by officers in a nearby backyard. So stay with us as we continue to learn more about the incident and the arrest. All right, new here at 5, police in Livonia have made an arrest in the case of the abduction of those 14-day-old twins that sparked the Amber Alert yesterday morning.
And that news comes as the babies are back with their parents tonight after the terrifying ordeal overnight Monday into Tuesday. Sean Lay's been digging on this story all day, and he joins us live from the Livonia Police Department. What can you tell us, Sean?
Karen, Devin, we want to know as much as we can about this particular case. Amber Alert, twins abducted from a motel here. And here's what we know. We've been here asking questions all day long. We know that one person, a woman, is under arrest right now. Police are searching for a second woman. Here's everything we know. Security camera images from inside the Quality Inn here on Plymouth in Livonia. Two women hiding their faces. The images taken Sunday night. Both women accused of the unthinkable, allegedly talking their way into a couple's room where inside they knew twin 14-day-old boys were. The mother leaving the room to grab a pop from a vending machine. Both women taking those twins, leaving in this Jeep SUV, sparking an Amber Alert. 12 hours later, someone walks those twins into the Detroit Police 9th Precinct on the city's east side. Now, Livonia Police confirming to Local 4 tonight that one of these women has been identified, tracked down, interviewed, and has been arrested. Charges sent to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for approval. The second woman, police are still working to track down. The twins' father and the twins' grandmother both telling us all this started by people reaching out to the mother of those twins on a mom's Facebook page, offering the mom help that she needed.
The lady said that she would give me diapers, wipes, and stuff like that. And I'm telling her, I'm like, oh, that's great. What do you got to do to, be able to get these items that this lady is talking about? And she was like, nothing, mommy. And I was like, well, what do you mean, nothing? She was like, I don't have to do anything.
That led to two women coming to their hotel room at the Quality Inn, taking those twins. The motive right now is still unclear, still under investigation. Back here live, I can tell you investigators here in Livonia continue to work this case very hard. Also, if you've been following along with us, yesterday we witnessed at the 9th Precinct in Detroit, Livonia officers, a lot of them, searching, cuffing a man and woman, putting them in cars. They have been questioned tonight. They have been absolutely cleared. Karen?
It is also important to note here, Sean, police are looking for one more woman involved in all of this.
And we put that image on our website, clickondetroit.com, the image of the women walking out of that hotel here. One woman is under arrest. The other woman in that image, that's who police are looking for tonight.
All right. We know you're on the story. We appreciate it. Thank you, Sean.
The years-long saga of former Taylor Mayor Rick Sahlers came to an end today in federal court. He pleaded guilty to federal bribery charges as part of a plea deal with prosecutors. Pamela Osborne live in the newsroom. Pamela, this is almost 4 years now after he was originally indicted.
Yeah, and these are felony charges that Sahlers pleaded guilty to. That hearing took about an hour from start to finish as the judge, Judge Mark Goldsmith, went over the details of the case and those charges.
In court today, the former mayor of Taylor, Rick Sahlers, entered a guilty plea for his part in a bribery scheme. The corruption revealed by federal agents in 2019 after his home, vacation home, and office were raided. More than $206,000 were seized. Investigators say the scheme went like this. Sahlers helped a real estate developer by the name of Shadi Awad obtain multiple tax foreclosed properties owned by the city of Taylor. Awad pleaded guilty in 2021, acknowledging he gave Sahlers appliances and home renovations in exchange for those deals. The prosecution puts the value of it all at about $41,000 or more. As part of the plea, Sahlers also admitted to wire fraud. That scheme involved another City of Taylor employee, Jeffrey Baum. Prosecutors say he and Sahlers defrauded donors who contributed to a campaign fund. Sahlers acknowledged creating a fake invoice for catering services and instead taking the money for himself.
A sentencing date has yet to be set, but under that plea agreement, Sahlers could serve up to 71 months in federal prison. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to that judge. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
We'll stay on it, all right, Pamela.
Well, the Fermi 2 nuclear plant in Monroe County was suddenly taken offline Sunday night after a leak was found in a dry well area. DTE says the plant is in safe and stable condition. There's no threat to the public. Federal regulators require a plant to shut down if there is a leak like that. The plant is expected to come back online as soon as repairs are completed.
All right, let's turn to the weather now. Live look outside from our downtown sky cam. We've seen sun for most of the day, but the big story is what we're going to be seeing over the next several days.
Yeah, it is kind of a roller coaster. Yeah. Let's get over to Brian Sherman. He is in for Kim Adams. And Brian, we're talking about some really serious high heat and also storms over the next 48 hours.
Yeah, that's right, Karen and Devin. This forecast over the next 48 hours could be boom, literally, or bust if certain factors come into play. We're going to talk about that here in a couple of minutes. Tower cam over Southfield, though, we've got a little bit of high cloud cover, but we're ending the day with some sunshine. Temperatures on the cooler side, most of us into the 70s. 72 right now here in Detroit, 71 over in Ann Arbor, 73 as you work up into Lapeer, and 72 right now in Monroe. We've kept a little more cloud cover in for portions of the day from the northwest down to the southeast, starting to run around that upper level ridge of high pressure, which is going to keep us around the stormy side of the forecast and also bring in the possibility of that 90-degree temperatures as we head into Thursday. So for tonight, we'll go partly cloudy for most of the night, increasing cloud cover overnight with thunderstorms possible as we're heading out the door to work early tomorrow morning. And then we could see quite a few rounds of storms, some of those strong to severe. I'll break down when that umbrella is going to come in handy. Your complete 4-1 forecast coming up in just a few minutes.